Good evening, hello, and welcome back to some more Caverns of the Snow Witch. Once again, I've got one of the other guys with me. Today it's Den. Hello, Den.
Hey, how's it going? And I'm just going to point out that that guy looks awfully happy to see us right now.
He does.
Just look at the look on his face. It's a total Ermagerd face
Oh
going
my
on,
god.
but he looks positively happy anyway.
No, that's a good observation. So yeah, you might remember Den from such fantabulous videos we've made as Battle Block Theatre.
I would also like to point out that those rocks kicked my ass multiple times in that
They
one,
did.
but
You'll have to go
Lots
and
of
watch those if you haven't already.
lots of drinking later, I finally almost forgot that night.
It's because now I reminded you, so yeah, sorry.
It's like you remember those rocks? Oh god!
You can't go around without looking at a rock on the ground.
I've become a shut-in in my house for that because my driveway is covered in rocks and gravel.
They sit there outside the front door and stare at me.
Yeah, I mean, I go out to my car and all I do is break down in tears.
Anyway, so here we are. So as you hopefully have watched, I had Alec on here first. He set the gauntlet to see how far he could get. You want to take a guess how far Alec managed to make it through the game?
I'm assuming this is chapters like a book.
No, not really. Just maybe just kind of like a time length, maybe.
I don't know.
Have a rough guess. Remembering it's Alec. How long did he survive?
An hour.
No, much less.
45 minutes.
Nope.
20 minutes?
15.
Oh God.
So you have to beat roughly. If you can last at least roughly 15 minutes, then you'll beat him.
Okay. I want to ask the DM if it's okay if I table flip and punch the orc in the mouth.
No, that is not allowed.
Oh.
Denied.
But I want to roll for initiative. Anyway.
We'll go through that. Okay, so I'll ask you the same question I asked Alec. Do you know what fighting fantasy is?
Negative.
Did you read Choose Your Own Adventure books when you were younger?
A lot of mystery ones. I think they were very popular. A lot of people read them in school, but
Do you know the basic concept behind them?
yeah, you're faced with options. Then it's like go to this chapter. Yeah, I've read a lot of them.
Yep. No, that's right. So it's basically one of those mixed with some Dungeons and Dragons.
Punch, bar, keep in mouth.
Yeah, not quite that. You get options, you pick one of them, sometimes you have to roll dice to determine what happens.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll make a start, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay. We click and play. Alright, so now this bit I've been over several times. I'll put a link in the bottom, probably somewhere in the video as well. If you haven't watched any of the other videos, I would suggest watching the very first one that I did, because I probably spent like 15 minutes explaining everything, so watch those first and then come back and then watch this one. That is going to keep popping up like a real pain in the ass. So very basic, too long didn't read version. You're the hero. There's several different ways of doing. Well, there's actually three. One of them, the easiest one, is you can just read through the book without worrying about consequences, but that's boring.
Okay.
Then you've got your adventure mode, which is just as playing the book normally, and then you've got hardcore, which is a lot harder. I won't put you on hardcore because that's a bit mean.
But I'm hardcore, man.
Yeah, considering how hard it is, even without hardcore mode, no, you're not.
If I can get through the book, you gotta let me try.
Sure, we'll do that on the next video.
Okay. I gotta be hardcore, man.
Okay. Alright, so we'll put you as adventurer for now. Okay, so you have to roll for your stats.
Roll for initiative.
Well, we're rolling for stamina or HP.
Okay.
So the maximum is 24 if you roll a 12. Minimum is
2
to 14. I can add. Alright, so I will roll. Here we go.
Alright. 7. Oh.
That's not bad. 21. Anything above a 20 is good.
Alright. Good.
Okay, so we've done skill. Next up is skill. So this is how good you are with a weapon.
Alright.
This is 1.
I'm gonna predict a 7.
You.
Wow.
Good job. That's the worst number, though.
Damn. I must start with a -1 stick.
So you're a kind of a beefy dude, but you're not very good with weapons.
I don't need weapons. I just need my fists.
And then you get luck. Luck, which is luck.
I bet the game crashes.
You roll it, it just crashes. Alrighty, you got a 9. So middle of the road. So we'll continue on. So once you've done all that, then the last choice you make is you can pick a potion. So you can have a potion of skill, a potion of strength, or a potion of fortune. So skill is skill, obviously. It restores your skill. Strength is your stamina. And fortune is your luck.
I'm gonna go with skill.
With skill?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
I have never been more sure of anything in my life.
You are good to go. Alright, so here we go. I thought you might like this dude.
I envy his beard.
So that guy's called Big Jim's son.
My name's Big Jim.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
So he's basically, once again, I'm not going to read through all this because I've done it all in the past. But you're a freelance adventurer hanging about, protecting his caravan. He's got like a merchant, like a merchant train. So they're just all heading towards the north. And yeah, so everything is going fairly quietly. He's stopping any bandits or anything like that.
Alright.
I'll also show you the cool thing about this game is it looks all nice, but if you go here, you can actually see what it looked like back in the day. So this is what it looked like in the actual book.
Oh man.
He looks even beardier, if that's possible.
Dude, I bet he could house a family of ducks in theirs.
Quite probably. We'll put it back to the nicer looking one. Okay, yep. So you're helping out. Basically, you're just heading north when there's a loud horn call, and that guy comes down. It's a scout, I believe. I think. Yeah. So basically, no, that wasn't a scout. Basically, you hear a horn call, and you're sent to investigate the little outpost that they're heading to. So you head over there, and it turns out all the guys that you were going to trade with are dead.
Oh, what a good day.
Yeah, and it looks like there was some large footprints. So some sort of creature has attacked them.
Alright.
So you come back at the end of the day, and you said that you'll go and track down the big beast. But you want 50 gold pieces. And Big Jim is not overly happy with that, but eventually you persuade him.
Alright.
So you go to sleep, and in the morning you wake up, and you head off.
Do you want me to read this?
Nah, well, it's quite long, so we'll just...
Okay.
I'll sort of brief it for you. If you want to read it briefly as well, you can. Not out loud, just in your head or whatever.
Alright.
Basically, you've headed up, and you've now in front of a big crevasse which has a bridge across it. So, do you want to cross the bridge or do you want to walk around the crevasse?
Let's walk around.
Walk around? Alrighty.
Let's walk around.
Okay, so you walk around the crevasse, and then suddenly a mammoth appears.
A mammoth appears.
Yep, the mammoth is now going to attack you. So this is where the combat comes in. So I'll show you how it runs.
Well, mammoths, I will fight to win.
Oh shit, it already started. Okay, so you see the dice. So basically you roll 2 dice and add your skill score to it. And then whoever has the higher number gets an attack, and then they get to take 2 points off the stamina of the other one.
Alright.
So in that case it was a draw. So you both miss. You can see he's got 3 more skill than you, so you need to roll fairly high.
I will try again.
He kind of beats your face in. So another thing you can do as well is you can test your luck, so you can use your luck there. That uses up a point. What it does, if you get attacked and you want to try and take less damage, you can roll against the luck. If you hit and you want to try and cause more damage, you can also do the same. However, if you fail the incoming damage one, you take an extra point. If you fail the outgoing damage one, you do 1 less point of damage.
Alright, I'll fight on.
Fight on.
Yeah.
1 point.
Dude, this mammoth is gonna beat my ass. So let's fight on again. I have to kill it.
You got him that time.
Yeah, take that, jackass. Let's fight again. I'll beat him.
Yeah, you got him.
Alright, let's keep it up. I'm on a roll.
Ah, I get it. Oh. He gotcha.
I'm gonna hit him again. Go for it. Let's keep fighting.
Not much you can do about that one. Double 6s.
Alright, let's fight again. I guess I'll test my luck this time, see what happens.
It's okay, try and take less damage.
Well, let's try to go bigger. Go ahead, let's hit him.
Okay, oh, you want to hit him? Alright.
I'm telling you, this mammoth's gonna beat my ass. Alright, fight on. Let's keep going. It's one or the other at this point.
Yeah, he's kind of pushing your shit in there.
I blame RNG.
Yep.
Fight on.
No, that's the correct answer.
Yep, fight on. What choice do we have? Rip. Fight on.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't... Oh, oh no.
Alright, let's go. We got this.
You've got one more.
It's all ogre now. Fight on.
Okay.
I was dead.
You did. See, isn't it a bitch?
Yep, game over. See y'all next time.
Alright, you died. The end.
Yeah, I
back to
beat
this.
the game.
See, now you got stuck on. Well, it's just because the fact you had such a low skill. So, how about you have another go? We'll see if we can get a bit of skill points this time.
Alright, better get worse.
It's not. That's not possible. 1 is the lowest you can roll. And before
Yeah,
you like,
crash.
and before you roll and it just falls off the table and gives you 0. Alright, we'll go. We don't need to go through that. Adventurer. Alright, stamina. You were good on stamina. You were good to get you. Same again.
Like a boss.
It's just skill. Hopefully you get a better skill. Come on, dice roll. And it's better.
3.
That's a 4. So you got 10. 10, that's alright. I mean, that's the same as the mammoth.
I'm going back for him.
And then luck. Oh, look at that. A 6. Maximum luck.
That's a lie, and you know it.
Well, for you it is. And this time around it is. Alright, so, I don't know. Do you want to pick a different potion this time?
Let's go with strength.
Strength? Alright, so that'll restore your stamina back to full. Actually, one thing I forgot to mention as well, you do get provisions, which will give you... You get 10 provisions. Each time you use one, it gives you 4 stamina points.
You didn't tell me that sooner?
You can't use them when you're in a battle, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can only use them outside of combat. Yeah, I know. If you could have used them, I would have told you, but because you can't. I was going to tell you once you'd finished, because then, you know, if you'd killed him, because it'd be like, oh, you took some damage. You can use provisions to restore.
But no, that mammoth was like the boss. Like that was a mammoth from Skyrim.
Pretty much. So I don't know. Do you want to go strength or do you want to go fortune? Skill? You probably don't need. We'll go strength still.
Strength.
Okay. Alright. Sure. All right. Cool. All right. So we're back at Big Jim Sun. Skip. Okay. I'm gonna give you a pro tip. Crossing the crevasse gives you weaker enemies.
Oh. But that mammoth, I have a grudge against him.
Hint.
I'll go across.
I just don't want you to die again. You do have to test your luck though. But with 12, you should be fine. Yes, you're fine.
Okay. Excellent.
Alright, so we're indeed lucky. Alright, so you head across the bridge, and you continue on.
Yay!
But, out of nowhere, doo-doo-doo!
Woofs!
Some snow wolves come along.
Toe holes in the side of the crevice. You haul yourself. Hey!
They're gonna kill you.
Wolves appear to the front of you, hunched and ready to pounce. They are completely white except for their blood-red eyes. Suddenly, one leaps at you.
Ah! Here we go.
You must fight.
Alright. But they've got 8 skills, so this is going to be a lot easier. It's probably going to be a face roll, actually, to be honest.
I want to kick one in the nuts.
Can't do that. You can only slash with your sword.
Oh, this was D&D.
It's Babby's first D&D.
Oh, okay. Light on.
Yeah, you're gonna kill him easily.
All of a sudden, Wolf calls him tactical nuke.
Yep. Alright, so you killed one of them. There's another one to come.
I'll kick it in the nuts.
Well, you kicked that one in the nuts, he did. This one's also being squarely kicked.
Alright. Let's do it. Fight on. Keep going. We're on a roll.
You're doing pretty good.
All of a sudden, tactical nuke.
he got too many enemy kills. Oh, he gotcha! But just the once. I'm sure you'll finish him off.
One of those options should just say fuck.
I don't think they were. Well, I don't know. It wasn't in the book, so they can't do that.
So wait, did you actually have to roll legitimate dice?
Yeah, that's what. This is what. This is what. When I wanted to play one of these games, I had to sit there and roll dice.
I bet your parents thought you were a special child.
They were happy I was reading, I think. All right, you won.
He's rolling, he's reading and gambling at the same time.
No, they knew all about them. They knew all about them. All right, so you won. Congratulations, the wolves are dead.
Yay!
Onward you
found
go.
wolf meat. Oh wait, wrong
There's
game.
no items on them, unfortunately.
Ugh. But what am I gonna NPC to get better gear?
I know, right? Well, you're in the middle of the mountains. There are no NPCs. Okay, so you're caught in a blizzard.
Oh dear.
Do you want to dig a shelter, or do you want to keep going?
Let's dig a shelter. Let's play the same.
Fair
All
enough.
right. But
Okay, so you make yourself an igloo to keep warm. You have to eat 2 portions of provisions to keep your strength going, but you don't get any stamina back from them.
All right.
So you're on 10. You've got 10 provisions. Whoops, wrong button. Where is it? There it is. So you've now got 8 provisions.
All right.
Okay, so about an hour later, the blizzard dies down and you crawl out and continue on. Next up is a
Check for gold.
In your own igloo? You might adopt some. You find a hut.
Check for treasure.
Do you want to go in the hut?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so you have to get inside the hut. It's a normal trapper's hut. Nothing overly exciting.
Search his drawers.
Do you want? That's not an option. Do you want to put some? Do you want to get the fire going and warm up some stew, or do you want to just go?
I like a little bit of B&E, so let's get the fire going.
Okay. All right. The stew is apparently delicious.
Yeah.
And you gain 3 stamina points back.
Yeah, take that, you damn wolves.
Alright, and off we go. Okay, and as you are about to leave, you catch sight of some weapons lying under the bed. Do you want to take some of them with you, or do you not want to?
Let's take some with us, and also leave the trapper a note saying, sorry for the stew, we're not replacing it.
Just with a big middle finger drawn on the page. Alright, so
and before we go, draw a wiener on his sheets.
Yeah. Or just get some charcoal and draw it on his walls or something.
Right on his door, wrecked.
Medieval tagging. Anyway, so you grab a warhammer and a spear.
Yeah.
And off you go. Okay, so now you follow the footprints.
Wait, how much was added to my bounty? Like, how much am I in trouble with the law now?
Well, it's the mountains, there is no law. You are the law.
Look, I've watched enough TV to know there's law in the mountains.
Yeah, but you're an adventurer, I think you're kind of exempt. You're the hero, so you don't have to worry. The hero never gets caught.
I get caught all the time, what are you talking about?
Alright, so as you're climbing, the atmosphere is quite thin, so you lose 1 stamina point. But don't just do that, everyone's going to be like, hey, you lose a point. Get over it. So you lived because you are a strong man.
I'm a strong, independent man.
Yep. And then suddenly you hear the cry of a human voice, followed by a ferocious roar. And you see a fur trapper, I'm assuming the one from the hut. He's fighting a yeti.
That does not look like a yeti. That in fact looks like a giant werewolf. What did it look like in the book, so I can see if
you want to see the book? Okay.
Yeah, I want to see what it looks like in the book. I gotta see if it looks like a yeti.
He looks fucking terrifying.
Now that looks pretty fucking epic. Like that, he looks more like I could have nightmares about that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
That's what I was telling Alec in the last video. I'm like, when I was reading this book, I mean, yeah, there was some pretty scary. In some of the books, there was pretty scary
You
pictures.
want real quick, like before we go on, you want to know what was a really scary book? I can't remember the name. They were like little short stories. It was a book full of short stories. They were like really, like horrific and spooky.
You're not talking about R.L. Stein stuff, are you?
R.L. Stein? I don't think so. No, these were just a book of little short stories. No, did you read a lot of like scary stories a lot?
R.L. Stein was about as scary as I got. You know who he is, don't you? Surely.
Forgive me if I'm wrong here. Like I haven't read a book in years. That's Goosebumps.
Yep.
No, these weren't Goosebumps. These were. I don't know, I'll have to ask Josh because he mentioned them once before. That's gonna bug me now.
I'll ask him when I have him on.
Yeah, I'll have to ask a little later myself. All right.
All right. So you found the Yeti, and the trapper gets killed by the Yeti.
Oh.
So you decide you're gonna take vengeance, and you attack the Yeti.
Bring it on, Yeti.
Indeed. Do you have a spear?
Yes.
You do. Alright, you're going to throw the spear. You don't have frostbite in your sword arm, so you're fine with that. Okay, so... gripping the shaft tightly. Alright, so you throw the spear at the Yeti, but we're testing against... what are we testing against? No, it just says roll the dice. Alright, we'll roll the dice. You got a 3. I think that's good.
I hope it's good.
I think a 1. I think a 1 is bad, but I think a 2 or more is good. Yep, you got him.
All right.
So he's not dead, but he's a bit weakened. So now you have to fight him.
Boss battle.
Yep. So his skill is the same as yours. So this is a nice easy one. Whoever rolls the highest number wins.
All right. Bring it on, Yeti. I have a 5 sword skill. That wolf put up more of a fight.
Yeah, now you got one back on you.
This isn't how this is supposed to go.
Keep going.
Yep.
Alrighty.
We're zerking the Yeti.
Well, he didn't quite like what you were doing, so he's having a bit of a comeback.
I want to insult his mother to lower his defense.
Okay. You failed.
Damn.
You're still doing it. Hopefully you can roll slightly better.
We're doomed.
I say that. Don't forget you can test your luck to reduce the damage if you want.
Yeah. Keep going, Adam.
Keep going? Alright. Keep firing, assholes.
Keep firing.
Good. Oh, Jesus, come on. Where's Aaron Jesus when you need him?
On vacation.
He must be.
He's helping some poor noobs on Destiny at the moment.
He is. Oh.
Damn.
No,
noob.
it can't end like this.
If this fucking Yeti kills me, I'll be all sorts of whiskey pissed.
Keep going?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Oh,
Oh, come on!
I know. 1 point. What do you want to do? Keep going?
Why not? Let's keep going. Yeah, fuck you, Yeti. Piece
Yeah,
of
I'm
shit.
gonna suggest testing your luck
Okay.
to do some extra damage.
Alright. That works for me.
You should be okay because you got 11. Yep, you're good. There you go, 2 extra damage.
Yeah.
So you just need to hit him one more time.
Game over.
You are the winner. The winner is you.
For now.
For now.
Until we find that snow rabbit that kicked my ass.
I would also suggest using some provisions.
Yes.
How many? It's 4, you get 4 stamina back per provision. You've got 8.
She's 2.
2.
2.
Okay, you're back to 14. So that's not bad. It's about halfway.
That's a lie. I've been playing Destiny lately.
Just over halfway. Shut up. Anyway, you are the winner. And I'll say at this point you've gotten further than Alec did. Alec got stuck on the Yeti.
He obviously didn't have the sword skill.
he actually did on one of them, but because you're past, so you don't have to worry about it anyway. If you don't build a shelter, you do get frostbite and you lose 3 skill. So he had like 12. He got max skill and then lost 3.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he was the Yeti then proceeded to murder him. But he also did the same thing you did the first time around and got killed by the mammoth. Anyway, alright, so you go over to the fur trapper. He's dead. Well, he's just about dead. He tells you he's been searching for the legendary crystal caves, which have been cut into the glacier by the followers of the Snow Witch. Ooh. She's trying to bring an ice age so she can rule over the world. So he tells you that the entrance is hidden, but it's actually an illusion. You can walk through the wall.
No clip.
Yep, he left a piece of fur over the entrance so you know where it is. But yeah, unfortunately he's died, so he asks you to go into the caves, find the Snow Witch, and murder her face off.
Just like that, dude. Go ahead. Murder her face off.
Pretty much. So being a normal adventurer, you're like, I could go back and get 50 gold pieces, but there could be better treasure in the caves, so I'm going to go to the caves. Alright, so off you go. So the snow's stopped falling. It's all peaceful. But suddenly you hear an avalanche.
Well, it's time to die.
So you have to test your luck. So you've got 10 luck, so you rolled a 10, you're fine.
I'm crushed by boulders.
No, you're good. You avoid it. It goes down a different way. Spoilers: if you fail, it comes and it hits you, I think, and then you lose damage depending on whether you are lucky or not again. So, but you're good. Okay, so you climb up the mountain, and then suddenly you see the piece of fur that's hanging on the wall. So you walk through the wall. So you're now inside a tunnel. You walk down and you arrive at a T-junction. Do you want to turn left or do you want to turn right?
How dare you face me with this one?
I know, right?
Go left.
Left?
Left.
Alright, so as you keep going, you bump into a guy coming the other way. He's wearing a white cloak with a hood pulled over his head. He's a mountain elf. So do you want to walk past him, tell him you've come to join the Snow Witch, or attack him?
Let's join him.
Join him?
Let's be sneaky.
Okay. So he looks at you in disbelief and says, "Nobody of good heart would wish to join the Snow Witch. I am only here because of this." And he throws back his hood, and he's got a metal collar around his neck which glows. And he says, "Only the obedience collar makes me serve her." So are you really sure that you want to join the Snow Witch, or do you want to change your story and actually say you've come to kill her?
But let's tell the truth.
Telling the truth? Alrighty.
Let's tell the truth.
Ah, he says, now you're talking. Kill her and free us. Here, take my cloak to disguise yourself and follow the tunnel into the branches. Take the right-hand fork. Good luck. You shake his hand, and off you go.
He wasn't a bad guy.
No, it's just the collar that's making him hang around. Okay, so you arrive at the fork in the tunnel, and you take his advice and turn to the right.
Alright.
Alright, so further ahead in the left-hand wall, you see a gap. And you peer around and you can see a cave. And there's a big Neanderthal dude stripping. He's stripping the skin off a moose.
Oh, lovely.
And there's a little gnome behind him. He's the cook. As you can see from the picture there.
What's that look like in retro? I'm sure it looks pretty brutal.
Sure.
Not as graphic as I thought. But that is a good family portrait of me.
There we go. Obviously in the last 20 odd years they learned how to draw perspective a bit better. So what would you like to do? Would you like to go in the kitchen, or do you want to creep past it?
Creep past it.
Creep past it?
Neanderthal, I bet he's immune to damage.
Depends how good the food is, I suppose. Okay, so you wait until the gnome and the Neanderthal look away, and then you run past the little gap. Alright, so suddenly in the distance you hear chanting. And there's a whole bunch of dudes kneeling before a nice effigy of a big demon.
Yeah.
So there are two exits from the cave, one on the left and one on the right. If you're, we are wearing a cloak, so that's good. Do you like the little dragon down the bottom there?
I have a feeling it's going to murder me.
He's sticking his tongue. Alright. So you pull down the hood of your cloak as far as possible and walk towards the tunnel exit on your right. You get to test your luck again. Aren't you lucky? You are indeed lucky.
For now.
For
Until
now.
we get into a fight.
True. So none of the worshippers suspect you're an intruder, and you're able to walk through without any problems.
Alright.
So the tunnel ends at a T-junction. To your left you can hear cries for help. Do you want to turn to the left, or do you want to turn to the right?
It might not be a good idea, so well, whatever. Let's go to the left.
To the left?
Let's go
Let's
to
hear
the
what the
left.
noise is about.
YOLO.
Okay. So the tunnel ends at the edge of a pit, out of which a dwarf is trying to climb, but he keeps on slipping back. The floor of the pit is covered with large ice boulders, which have crashed down from a shaft above the pit. One lands on his shoulders, and you hear cheers from the top, as obviously people are pushing down some ice boulders and trying to stop the dwarf from climbing out. He says, "Curse you, stranger! If you do not aid me, I see that you are not wearing a collar." So do you want to help the dwarf, or do you want to ignore him and just... You want to help the dwarf?
Let's help the dwarf.
Okay. Alright.
Heroes help people.
That's true. Alright, so you help the dwarf up. And the dwarf turns right. He tells you to carry on to find the Snow Witch. And he's going to return to his village now that he is free. So he gives you a leather bag. And just before he disappears, he shouts, "Beware the white rat." So you open up the leather bag and find a sling and 3 iron balls inside.
Balls.
Balls.
I wish to eat another couple more provisions because
Okay.
I don't feel safe anymore.
Oops. I always click the wrong button. Fair enough. No, no, that's fair enough. 2 more.
2 more.
Alright, back up to full.
Alright. Shit, yeah. Let's go. Like a boss.
The tunnel. Okay, so you head through the tunnel, and there are 3 caves in front of you, or 3 exits from the cave. So there's one to the left, one to the right, and the main one is carved into a giant skull. But as you enter the chamber, an ugly robed man. I don't know why they have to say he's ugly. Just say that's a bit mean. I mean, it's not his fault he was born that way.
It's okay. It was his mother's fault.
Yeah. So he comes out of the mouth of the skull and he's got a glass prism in his hand. He commands you to turn back as only the Snow Witch's personal servants are allowed inside the mountain. You don't have a magic flute, so you can't do that, so the only option you've got is to attack him, unfortunately.
Oh.
So we'll do that. So the man sneers as you draw your sword, he rubs the prism, and suddenly 3 identical images of himself appear. They walk towards you, each one has a dagger raised in his right hand. So 2 of them must be illusions, but which one will you attack?
The middle.
The one in the middle?
One in the middle.
The illusionist laughs out loud. Your sword merely cuts through one of the images and his dagger plunges into your shoulder. You lose 2 stamina points. Okay, so he's going to attack you again, but this time you will test your luck.
Alright.
Basically going to do like an underhanded swipe to try and hit all 3 images in one go.
Cool.
And so let's give it a go. Yep, you succeeded. Alright, the illusionist screams in pain as your sword cuts into his side. And the 2 other images start to fade away. As you step over him, he starts to laugh and stands up, his wound completely healed. Do you want to try and thrust your sword at him again, or do you want to try and smash his prism?
Let's smash his prism.
Smash his prism?
Yeah.
So you basically feign, like, you know, oh, I give up. But then you grab the prism out of his hand and throw it onto the floor. And he shatters and then he runs away. Then some smoke comes out from the prism and it turns out it's actually a genie.
Behold.
So the genie says that he will make you invisible just once as a token of his gratitude.
Alright.
Isn't he nice?
Such a swell person. Although, if it was me, I'd wish for a world full of ladies.
He obviously only knows one wish, that's it. He gave it to you.
Worthless.
True. Alright, so now that the illusionist is gone, do you want to go to the tunnel on the left? Do you want to go to the one on the right? Or do you want to go through the big skull?
Let's go to the big skull.
The big skull?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright. So you head through the thing, through the skull, and there's a massive white bearded man. It's a frost giant.
Oh, holy.
The only other exit out is in the opposite wall, so you'll have to cross the chamber. He hasn't seen you though, so do you want to run through or do you want to attack him?
Let's just run through because I'm invisible.
Well, you're not invisible yet.
Oh.
The option will come up. Are you going to run through anyway?
I have a feeling he'd beat my ass, but let's try it. Let's attack him.
You sure? Okay. Alright, the frost giant has not yet noticed you. His face is creased as he concentrates on his task. If you have a sling and wish to use it against the frost giant, or do you want to fight him with your sword?
Well, let's sling an iron ball at his dome piece.
Okay. Alright. So you place a ball in the sling and then whirl it around your head. So now we're rolling against your skill to see how well you do.
Oh, God.
Well, you've got a 10, so it's not bad. Yeah, no, you succeeded.
Alright.
So the iron ball flies through the air and hits the frost giant on the temple. His huge frame crumples to the floor like a house of cards. The wooden chest he was lifting breaks open, spilling its contents. So inside, there are 3 rings and a cracked bottle which emits a sweet scented odor. Do you want to try on one of the rings, or do you want to just keep going?
Let's try on one of the rings.
Okay.
I gotta exercise sometimes.
So having rubbed the bottle and sniffed your fingers, you decide it is only perfume. So the bottle is useless. Alright, so which ring do you want to try on first? Do you want to try the gold, the silver, or the copper ring?
Let's go with gold.
Gold ring?
Swag.
You're now wearing a magic ring which enables you to resist the effects of freezing cold.
Yeah.
So you gain an extra luck point. Do you want to try the silver ring or the copper ring, or do you just want to head off?
Let's try the silver ring on. We'll avoid copper.
You are now wearing a ring which drains your life force.
Balls.
So we'll roll 2 dice and we'll see how many points you lose. You lose 5.
Well, balls.
That's right, I mean you can eat provisions or something, or use your potion or whatever. If you want, you don't have to. So you survived. You pull the cursed ring off your finger and crush it beneath your foot. Unfortunately not before you lose skill points. Ooh, skill points as well? Ow. Roll a 1. Oh, a 4. Oh, no. Oh, there's it. Hold on.
Ew.
Is it? No, it says down. I think they got that wrong. It's supposed to be skill, so you lost 4 skill. You were down to 6.
Alright.
Hold on, we'll double check the adventure sheet. Yeah, skill is down to 6. Stamina is at 14. Do you want to try the copper ring, or do you want to keep going?
Why not? Let's go. What's the worst that could happen?
True. You are now wearing a magic ring which has the power to summon a warrior to your aid once only. You gain 1 luck point.
Shit, yeah.
So there you go. Alright, so you've tried all the rings, so off we go. You arrive at the crossroads in the tunnel, however you have no time to examine the left and right branches as a strange humanoid is advancing towards you from straight ahead.
Do I have time to eat?
Yes. Would you like to eat?
Right. Yes.
How many times? Twice?
Yep.
Okay, back to full again. Okay, so suddenly you see a crystal warrior. Excuse me. He's made of quartz. Edged weapons will not harm the crystal warrior. Your sword is useless. If you possess a warhammer, you may succeed in smashing the crystal warrior to pieces.
Let's do it. Shit, yeah.
Remember, yeah, you got a warhammer earlier. Alright, so you can fight normally with the warhammer.
Alright.
He has 11 skill. You've got 6.
I'm fucked. Ripper Randy. Been nice.
Just let me know if you want. Basically, let me know what you want to do. Because you can try and test your luck to try and reduce the damage, or if you do manage to hit him, maybe test it to do more damage.
Let's just test the luck.
Now, or?
Yep. Let's go.
Yep, so you took 1 less damage.
Now can I keep testing my luck?
Yep, each time it reduces 1 point, so 1 point though. And then, as I said, if you fail, you take an extra point of damage.
So I lose 1 luck.
Every time you test, you lose 1 luck point, yeah.
Oh fuck, fight on. It's gonna beat my ass.
Keep going.
Yep. Fight on, red. Alright, test my luck. Alright, fight Fight on. Let's do it. Fight on. What do we got? We're about to lose, but whatever.
Yeah, true.
Alright, fight on. Well, let's get this over with. That's my luck. Why not? Oh. Delicious.
Yep. It's probably getting to the point where testing your luck is not as... well, it'd be a lot harder.
Fight on. Rip. Let's finish it up.
Finish it up.
Yep.
You fought well,
Ripperoni.
but in the end, you were defeated. Yep. So unfortunately, you died again, but you didn't actually didn't do too bad. The first time I played, I got about the same point you did there.
Gotcha.
So, and as I said, you beat Alex a lot. Alec by quite a bit. So that's one good thing. You are currently in the lead.
Yeah.
As I said to Alec, when I did my full playthrough, I had to actually use a walkthrough because there's a very specific chain of events you have to do to actually beat the game.
I think I did none of them.
What do you have to do different? You don't take any weapons when you're in the trapper's hut, and then when you get to the point where you have to fight the crystal guy, you get the option to use the genie to be turned invisible.
Ah.
So that's where that comes in. Everything else you pretty much did. No, actually you have to fight. You have to attack the Neanderthal and the gnome because there's some items in there which are useful.
Okay.
I think that was about it. Everything else you pretty much followed what I did through the normal playthrough.
Gotcha.
So yeah, these were a real pain in the ass. Like some of them were a bit easier, but this one was kind of tough. Just because of that only one play, you have to follow the path exactly, otherwise you don't have the items you need to win.
Gotcha.
But yeah. Also, the dude you were talking about here, he's actually on the cover of the book. That's part of the cover. I think it sort of cuts off about... it doesn't have the stuff on the side, so... but it's cool that they used the original cover from the book for the game as well.
Yeah.
Oh well, that was a bit of fun, I thought.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well I suppose we'll stop there. Thanks for playing.
Well, I died twice.
So did-
suck at this game.
So did Alec, but he only made... I mean, I think the video that we did was only like 25 minutes long, so...
Jeez.
He died much earlier. But yes, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that I played when I was younger, because I didn't really have a console to play on.
Gotcha.
So, it was fun. I liked them. There was a whole bunch too. I've mentioned them in other videos, but there was... I think at last count there was like 60 of them.
Oh, jeez.
And they all had a different kind of story. And some of them had different mechanics, like one's in space where you're like Captain Kirk, kind of, and you look after your spaceship. And you head to different planets and then teleport down and do some cool
Drive ship
things.
in the sun.
That sounds like something you would do. But there's many others. I mean, they've only turned about half a dozen of them into games similar to this.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I believe there's a few more on Steam. If you look up Fighting Fantasy, I'm sure you'll find them on there. Alright, well thanks for watching everyone. We'll sign off there for the day. As per usual, if you like the video, put a like on. Leave us some comments. We always like comments. If you like what we've done, subscribe. And
I mean that
hmm?
that dude over there looking like he's he doesn't know what to make of the movie ending.
Yeah. He's like, no! Why did it end like that? Ah!
He doesn't look too pleased with it.
No.
I mean, he's happy to see us first. And now his expression looks about the same, but this time it's a completely different thing.
Yep. Yep. He's sad that it's ending.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'll be doing one more of these with Josh. Hopefully in the next week or so. So we'll see how he goes. Well, we never know. He might be able to beat you.
No way.
We shall see. But yeah. Alright, well, thanks everyone. We will see you again. Not sure what we're going to record after this. We'll find a game, I'm sure. There won't be any Battle Block Theatre for a while, unfortunately, because Den's PC decided to blow up.
Quite literally, too. Like, it called a tactical nuke in on itself with friendly fire.
So, but once he gets a new machine, we'll finish that up.
You know, money's hard. Can't afford it because I had to buy other stupid shit. You know, like 20 new video games coming out between.
Exactly. Exactly. But we'll be back with something, even if it's something similar to this again, where I play a game and people sit here and chat with me for like an hour. It's fun times. All right. Okay then. Catch everyone later. See ya. Bye.